you know? Don't you know? I'm living in shadow. Don't you know? Don't you know? I fell for fools gold. I fell for fools gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fools gold. I fell for fools gold. What did I know? What did I know? You were fool's gold. Yes, I did. And I did it all for love. Yes, I did it all for love. Oh, they say fools believe in it, so I guess I'm one of them. Oh, don't you know? I fell for fools gold. I fell for fools gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fools gold. I fell for fools gold. What did I know? What did I know? You were fool's gold. Yes, I did.
Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear. Driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear. Like an outlaw on the run, dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running, no. Hold on, don't let go. Running, running, no. Keep running. Told my boss that I'm done. Had no luck with my mom. Say, what will you do with your life? You know it's hard to survive. A cigar in my mouth. Maybe guilty but proud. Now I'm an outlaw on the run. Dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running low. Hold on, don't let go. Running, running low. Keep running low. Silent nights recalling you, a souvenir of what it could be. Pieces of my mind are yours. I forgot the parts I'm missing. I pretend that we are okay.
Hello everybody, my name is Benny. I'm the Rocket League coordinator at CPP, and we're still trying to get everybody together and connect with each other, including like teammates and opponents. But our first match should be starting pretty shortly. Whoa. Was my mic too loud? Or just surprising? So I'm kind of just waiting for people to contact each other and stuff. But, so we're just going to be in this waiting room for a bit, probably. But they should start soon, since I messaged all of them. looks like the first game is ready, so I'll invite them. In terms of who's actually playing, it's gonna be Grand Blue and Kosayo versus Soft Angel and Mistech. Should be a somewhat decent game. I think our MMRs of the people that are playing is like around Champ 1-ish, Champ 2, Champ 3, which is technically part of the upper echelon of Rocket League ranks, so should be a good game. Grand Blue and Mistech are also on the B team for Rocket League at CPP. So I'll go ahead and make the first match. So the format for our tourney is we're going to have a 3-round Swiss, and each game is going to be a best of 3, so we should have some games to play at least. Giuseppe gets the right mid. Grand Blue gets it past Mistech. Soft Angel's heading across. Could be dangerous if Giuseppe puts it in. Ooh, might be off post. Just in. And Orange team's off to a nice 1-goal lead. That's the thing with the format for 2s is a lot more... in 3s, it's a lot more thematic, and you can get away with touches like that since you have 3 people instead of 2. But when you have 2, pretty much anything that goes off the sidewalls is really dangerous and can go in very easily, like we've just seen 2 times already. And especially at mid-champ levels, you don't really see as many outplays and more just hard shots on based off of wall bounces and stuff like that. Giuseppe trying to go for the double tap, misses. Was pretty close though, still made contact. Mistech's going to attempt to dribble us out. Giuseppe challenges. Soft Angel. Barely not getting dunked there. Grand Blue going to keep it in and keep the Orange team on offense. Might be goal. Close. Might still be dangerous if Grand Blue turns around. Giuseppe's going to continually try and keep this in. Grand Blue might get the double. Oof. Makes contact with the ball. Mistech going for a ceiling shot to clear it out. He's going to go back, take boost. Now that he's on 0. Hard shot, top right, just hits crossbar. Not quite in. Grand Blue demoed by Mistech. And due to there only being 2 teammates on the field, a lot of the meta for 2s is just demoing, because when you kill one of the opponents, you essentially leave like so much open space for you to do stuff, for you to move out of defense into offense, and it really opens up the play and options for every team. Soft Angel almost getting there. Would have definitely liked to see him come more back to forward instead of sideways. Would have gotten a lot more power on it. Doesn't matter. Grand Blue's gonna come forward and dribble it. Probably doesn't have much boost. Might be dangerous. If Mistech can recover in time. Close. Soft Angel coming in a bit too close, not able to do anything with that ball. Giuseppe might get it over. Mistech gets a nice dunk. Could be dangerous. Grand Blue gets it clear. Moving forward into Orange offense. Grand Blue gets a nice flick, and Giuseppe puts it away. And with 2s also, a lot of the time you'll see not as coordinated play as in 3s, but you'll just, as long as somebody can get at least 1 beat on the initial defender, a lot of the times it can be really dangerous or even lead to a goal attempt. Like even this is probably a goal. Close. He's going to keep up the pressure. Grand Blue might make it in time. Granblue keeping it in. Might have liked to go for a pass there, but there wasn't really an angle for Giuseppe, so nothing happens. Ooh, close. Soft Angel makes the touch to kill it away. Gets the boost. Soft Angel can't read this. It might be dangerous. Luckily, Granblue was not actually in position to hit that, so we didn't actually see anything offensive come out. Could be dangerous. Mystic gonna just 50 it away. Really patient play from Mystic there. If he doesn't 50 it in the correct way, it just goes straight in the net, as he's the last defender. And it's in. Mystic was a little bit slow there, and Kozaya was able to just pinch it in with him. Going backwards into the corner. Soft Angel has control, misses. Mystic might be able to control it out. Using the air drift, or the drift key, in order to get a better dribble on the ball. Impressive. Soft Angel puts it into the corner. Unfortunately, Giuseppe's there. Manages to clear it out. Granblue is probably going to get a goal there. Unfortunate. Mystic got a weird hit and spun himself out and was unable to contest it after, leading to Granblue being able to just step up. And that's one of the big things that makes people Grand Champ in this game, which Granblue is on the lower end. Is just being able to put in so many different types of balls that lower ranks wouldn't be able to. So the more balls that you're able to shoot and put on net hard, the more threatening you are as a team in your offense, and you can really force your opponents to respect things they wouldn't normally have to respect. Could be dangerous. Both of them miss. Giuseppe misses crossbars. Granblue pre-jump for it. Thought it was coming off the crossbar straight. Ended up coming down a little bit, and they got the clear. Mystic might giving it right to Giuseppe. A little bit awkward. Giuseppe was unable to get momentum behind the ball. Wasn't really able to put it on net. Mystic with a good clear. Granblue might be putting it over. Could be dangerous. Soft Angel able to clear it a little bit. Mystic should be able to deal with it. Giuseppe put it barely around. Might be dangerous. Ooh, and a really good shot. It looks slow, but from that position, it's really hard to put it on with any momentum. So literally anything, as long as he beats the defender, will go in. He might get one. If Soft Angel can go for the aerial here. He's not in position. Mystic with the cleanup, maybe? And Granblue is able to clear it and get it out of danger. So our first scoreline was 6-0. Pretty stumpy game for the first one. But you never know. With these types of things, sometimes after your first game, after you stomp someone, you might actually end up being a little bit more lenient, and you might just end up giving way more goals than you really should. I'm just gonna edit the scoreline, and then we can get into game 2. Okay, let's go ahead and get into game 2 of our best of 3. Orange 1-0 up in the series. Soft Angel not able to hit that. Could be a goal right off the bat, and it is. Really unfortunate that they had to start out this way. But unfortunately with twos, when you are not in the position or you make a botched hit, you just end up losing. Soft Angel able to take the 100. Back out. Wow, this borderless really makes my game chug. I'm actually going to change this back to full screen. Crazy how borderless actually makes it so much more laggy. Anyways, coming back into the series, Mystic coming forward, unable to dribble it forward. Soft Angel with a less than great hit. Fortunately, Mystic is able to clean it up, almost gets it past Granblue. Granblue pushing this forward into an air dribble, which is one of the more stylish plays that Grand Champs often try and go for. Even the lower ranks now are actually able to go for it now. Granblue punishing it into the thing. Almost. Oh, Giuseppe might be able to. He was so close to being able to put it in, but was unable to. Granblue and Co. able to get out of defense, pushing it forward. If he was a little bit faster than Mystic there, he could have put it middle. Giuseppe keeping it in there. The offensive third. Mystic, no boost, cannot follow up on that. Soft Angel out of position once again. Really unfortunate. This game is a lot closer, but I think in order for Blue to really come back and win, Soft Angel really needs to be getting these hits that he hasn't been able to, and they really need to space out better. Like they're both in the corner and they're unable to really get anything back. And even if their reads and mechanics are better than Orange Team, they're just not in the correct positions and they're just unable to really punish. Rambo really slow taking this out. Doesn't want to make this awkward for his teammate. Mystic with a save. Giuseppe keeping it in. Can Granblue get there? Oh, he puts it on. Mystic with the save. Giuseppe putting it back in. Mystic might be able to get a dribble here. Unable to as Granblue comes with a good defense. Soft Angel, if he can get one more hard hit out, he might be able to touch it. But again, he's not getting these touches that he really needs to, and just really letting this blue team down a little bit. As most of their offense and defense is just falling apart right when he needs to come in. Giuseppe with a dribble. Tried to flick the ball, but was unable to. Misflicked it, and the offense kind of died. Still in their third, but Mystic probably going to be able to clear it out. See if Soft Angel can do anything. He's unable to, and even worse, passes it. Mystic misses. Ooh, Giuseppe messes up his teammate. Might be a chance if Mystic can get on the ball. Really close. Soft Angel putting it high. Good read from Giuseppe. Granblue should get the clear here. It was actually on net, and Soft Angel was able to block that. Could have been more dangerous. Puts it out awkward. Mystic still has control on the ball. Granblue's still there. Able to make the save. Could be dangerous if Angel's able. Aw, he just barely doesn't make it out, and Granblue gets the touch. Close, close. Mystic really needed to hit it with the right part of his car to get the correct amount of power there. Hitting wheels there really doesn't get any power, and you're unable to really threaten the defense there. Really awkward for Orange Team there. They're still able to get it over Mystic. Will Granblue be able to get the shot? Almost. Giuseppe putting it back on. If Granblue can get there, might be dangerous. He waits a second, which is objectively the smarter play. Even if you think your opponents can read that, sometimes it's better to just wait in a position where you can punish but not fully commit. Could be a shot. Ooh, just off post, not in. Giuseppe just gonna waste time here, it looks like. Everyone is up for the ball in the lobby. Gotta love it. Giuseppe might be able to shoot. Barely misses it. And that'll be 2-0 for Orange team. GG's to all the players. Blue was able to make it a lot closer of a game 2 after they got 6-0 the first game, so you have to give it to them. So it'll be 2-0 for the first match we watch. The next match that will be on stream will be Grand Blue and Koseo, who we just watched as the Orange team, versus Melatonin and Raidkos. And now we're just waiting for, I believe, the 1 versus 4 game from round 1 to be finished, and then we can go into the next streamed game, which will be the 2 versus 4 seed. We're just waiting for round 1 to be finished, so just take a small break here, and we'll come back in a second. When does the next game start? Should start pretty soon. Just waiting on word. I'll actually just message people. Should be able to check his high tide. I'm assuming that's going to be game 2, so they're actually in overtime right now. if you guys have any questions while watching this, please let me know. I know Rocket League recently went free to play, so if there's any new players, I can definitely explain some of the terms I use during casting. I know last game I used some terms like flicks or air dribbles or sitting shots. Would you recommend solos, duos, or trios if we're looking to get better? The thing is, you learn really different things from each playlist. It really depends, like, how new you are also. Like, I think if you just got the game, I would actually recommend just, like, spending a little bit more time in free play just to get better, like, control of your car. I know when I was newer, I played a lot of ones just to improve mechanical, like, abilities and, like, car control. So that's probably, if you're newer, I would do it. I feel like that helped me a lot. I mean, I think twos is probably the best, just because you get some amount of teamwork involved, but you still have like a certain amount of mechanics. For me, I pretty much only play threes nowadays, even though I'm like still pretty good at twos and ones, just because like you build up some bad habits from twos and ones, and since threes is the main like sort of professional format, it's a little bit. Yeah, the next people are ready, so they were just gonna add me, and then we'll start up the next game. Okay, guy just added me, so I'll invite him to the party, and hopefully we can get started into the next one. So, let's see. Hopefully it'll show up. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and make our private match. Okay, change the overlays. Reset the score. Go melatonin number 1. Let's go, dude. Good luck, have fun's coming out. Melatonin, clearly a team player. Awkward bounce, could be interesting. Reiko's getting it out. Might be dangerous if Granblue's able to punish. Really hard angle to actually judge. Ooh, Melatonin bringing out the backfire. Interesting choice. I think the last professional player that ever used the backfire was Marky Duda. Granblue coming out with a dribble. Giuseppe might be able to clean up. Isn't able to. Keeping it out. Granblue getting boost. Probably looking to dribble. Might be going for the double tap if he can get it. Unable to. Bumps Melatonin. Granblue able to put it back in. Y'all ever just buy RL just for it to go 3? Same, except 4 years before. Luckily we got the free DLCs though, so... And a bunch of other stuff, but not sure if it's entirely... It was worth it if you bought it like literally right before. Giuseppe coming in with a dribble, gets cut out by Melatonin. This is looking like it could be a close series. Ooh, Melatonin putting the ball in the top left corner. After Granblue misses the aerial. And that's what we'll see time and time again in twos. As soon as somebody misses, it leaves some space, and people are able to capitalize on that. Granblue sending it into the top right corner. Reiko's able to control it. Ooh, that's a good shot. Top left corner, and they answer back. It's just something about the top left corner this series, I guess. Ooh, just over. Red Coast isn't able to react in time. Barely misses it. Coming in, Granblue barely wins the kickoff. Oh, but Melatonin might just be able to get a quick answer. Oh. Crossbar really robs people in this game. Giuseppe pulling it out. Granblue dribbling it. Melatonin trying to put it to safety. Granblue recentering it. And Melatonin almost putting it on net again. Reiko's playing patient. And that's what you'll see a lot of these higher ranked twos players do, is play a lot more patient, just so you can see what's going on, read it, and really maximize your spacing in possession. Melatonin blocking the ball from going into mid. Right coast getting it over Giuseppe. Granblue with a pinch. Giuseppe might be there. Isn't. Coming through, Giuseppe, open shot. Close. Those open shots are really hard to score sometimes, especially when you're on an even scoreline, because there's just so much more pressure associated with them. Granblue rotating in, mid. Giuseppe missed the boost, unfortunately. Hate when that happens. Granblue trying to pass it up to Giuseppe. Giuseppe, unfortunately, also goes for the shot, and blue team wastes their space. Speed of the play this game is definitely a lot faster than last game. See Granblue really heating it up a little bit. I think that's one of the kind of interesting things about Rocket League, is at the higher levels, sometimes you might see better mechanics, but a lot of time you just see them going for the balls way faster so that their opponents can't answer it. And that's really one of the secrets to ranking up, is being able to read the ball faster and what the play is going to do and respond to it faster. And it looks like right now, blue is definitely responding just a little bit faster. It's really enabled them to get this lead over orange team. Giuseppe gets it over if Granblue can turn. And there we go. Just another one. Giuseppe really getting this heads-up play, seeing that Red Coast is coming in for this challenge, and just hitting it over him. Being able to read the play much faster than Orange Team really is. Clean up. Ooh, not a clean kickoff. Luckily, it'll go to the corner and not bounce out fast. But because twos is only 2 teammates, you often do see kickoff goals, so it's one of those things to really look out for. Ooh, and Granblue being able to put it just over Melatonin. Didn't see exactly what happened here. Rakos with a awkward touch, and Melatonin bumps him and it just flies off his car into mid. Really unfortunate. Giuseppe going for the ball. Not the hit he probably would have wanted, but doesn't lose possession, so it isn't that bad. Giuseppe executing a half-lip mid-clear to recover a little bit faster. Blue hitting it towards his own net to waste the time. And it'll be the win for Blue. And it'll be a 1-0 up in the best of 3. This has been a much closer series, it felt like, than the previous one. In terms of what Orange really needs to do to come back from this, besides just getting better hits, I think they definitely need to space out just a little bit better. Make sure that the quality of possession they're having is greater than their opponents, and I think they can really come back because they're not getting straight outsped. They're just not getting perfect hits, they're not spacing perfectly, and Granblue and Giuseppe are fast enough to be able to punish that. So let's get into the second game of our best of 3 and see who can come up on top. Granblue coming out with kickoff, wins it hard. Although it goes straight to Melatonin, so Reiko's probably lost it perfectly to him. Might be awkward for Granblue. Gets the double tap to keep it safe for Blue. Awkward turn by Melatonin. Could cost Orange a goal here. Giuseppe. He didn't choose to jump there. If he read it perfectly, it probably would have been a goal. Granblue hitting it over Redcoast. Melatonin with an awkward half flip. If Kasayo is able to read this, is unable to. Granblue keeping it in the offensive third, really trying to keep this pressure on by this blue side. Giuseppe, oh, with a good double tap. Orange wasn't able to react in time, and he's able to slot it in. Granblue hitting it. Could just be in. And Granblue just slots it in. Really well played from him. Really controlled throughout the entire play. PogChamp indeed. Giuseppe, oh, that's unfortunate. Melatonin not perfectly positioned in net. Should really be going far post here so that you can guard against a wider variety of shots. But unfortunately, he's awkward in net, and Giuseppe hits it directly at him, and it just goes in. Granblue might hit it over him. Raykos waits, knowing he's B. Gets boost. Might be able to take advantage of Granblue here. Melatonin with a good clear. Might just be a goal. Ooh. Giuseppe flipped through that. He could have just gotten a goal, but he's unable to. Comes back around. Almost puts it on. Melatonin with a good block. And it'll be towards their goal. Hopefully Grand Blue can control it. Might be a shot. Ooh. Both Orange teams members committed hard for it. Luckily, it went directly back to them, and they were able to control it further. Ooh, Melatonin waiting in net. Gave Grand Blue a lot of space, but luckily Grand Blue just shoots it, and they aren't able to get anything with that space. Giuseppe trying to pass it. No one there. Raycos dunking it. Went for the bump too, but Grand Blue just goes up the wall. Giuseppe with a heads-up bump makes it so the Orange team really doesn't have any offensive pressure here. Melatonin with a miss hit. Should mean Blue should be able to get out of defense pretty easily here. Oh, yeah, Raycos putting it back in. Melatonin. Slightly weak hit. Probably just going to be a bang. Good demo. Grand Blue might be able to punish it. Probably coming corner out. No one there, unfortunately. Big miss. Red Coast. Oh, this could be dangerous if Giuseppe reads this. They don't, but Grand Blue might be able to. Puts it off post. Can he put it in? Let's go. Grand Blue with the read off the post, putting it in, and making the scoreline 4-0 in Game 2. Coming off the wall. Grand Blue reads it. Might be a shot opportunity. Awkward bounce. I doubt they'll be able to put this in. Not the hit Great Coast wanted, but fortunately Giuseppe wasn't on the right side of the ball. Unable to respond to it as quickly as he might have liked. Good demo from Melatonin. Even 50. Great Coast might be able to pass it out. And unfortunately, Melatonin gets hard dunked. And they're back on defense. Ooh, almost gets a top left corner. Hopefully Giuseppe will be able to dribble this. Maybe a flick. Doesn't go for it. Instead, goes for the mind game. Unfortunately, the Orange defense is able to just read it. Good shot. He might be able to go in again. And good shot and good finish from Grand Blue. There's a reason he's on the B team, I guess. Good read. Giuseppe almost getting the pinch out. Awkward for the Orange team. Keeping it in. Could be dangerous. Fortunately, Grand Blue reads it perfectly. Almost puts it on net. Grand Blue keeping them in defense. Raid Coast, it's not the ball you want to go for. Really cuts the spacing that Orange team has, and again, they're just back on defense. Really unfortunate. Good clear. Grand Blue's able to read it and keep it in, however. Could be awkward. They're able to keep it on offense more. Grand Blue with a really good clear. Giuseppe isn't there, unfortunately. And Blue team will be able to take Game 2 and end the series, going 2-0 against them. Fortunately, the second game of Round 2 has already been played, so we'll actually be able to go straight into the game for Round 3. So I'll go ahead and invite the relevant people. And this next game will be Useless Aqua and High Tide versus Grand Blue and Kasayo, who we've seen on stream pretty much all night. Some interesting facts. Useless Aqua is currently the sub for our A team, and High Tide is currently on the A team, while Grand Blue is on the B team. So we'll see if Grand Blue is able to show that maybe B team can hold its own against A team also. So let's go ahead and start inviting people. Just waiting on Giuseppe now. Okay, looks like we have everybody in, so let's go ahead and start the final round of Swiss for the Rocket League in-house. Looks like the teams are ready. So let's go ahead and get into this. Starting with kickoff, Aqua wins kickoff pretty hard. Aqua with a miss flip is unable to keep the pressure up. They almost pinched it into net. Could have been very dangerous. Giuseppe able to keep it in. Both High Tide and Aqua are mid to high GCs, so we might be able to see some more interesting play out this time out. Ooh, good top left shot from High Tide. Fortunately, Grand Blue is able to make the read and save it. Aqua comes in, hard dunks Grand Blue, and they're unable to dribble it out. High Tide probably going to pass this in. Keeps it in. High Tide coming out with a dribble. 50's out awkward, but he might be able to get a shot off of this. Ooh, close. Luckily, Grand Blue's able to make the defensive touch he needed to really stop them there. Aqua really making it awkward for Orange Team in this, in their third. Getting a good clear, might be able to pass it up, but unfortunately, Grand Blue and Giuseppe are there to make the stop. High Tide getting it over one. Doesn't have too much boost, so probably won't be able to do anything more. Granblue keeping it out of harm's way. Aqua with a very important 100 boost grab. Might be able to come around using air drift and, or God, I can't think of the word. Using this drift button to really get enough control and just beats Giuseppe for free there. Really good control from Aqua there. Aqua and Granblue going for kickoff again. High Tide trying to go for the pass. Aqua almost puts it on. Just centers and Aqua's able to put it in just below the crossbar. Excellent shot from Aqua there. Hits the slightly awkward part of the curve on that wall, and Aqua just slots it in just under crossbar. High Tide hard winning kickoff and is able to wave dash immediately after, conserving his momentum and even speeding up a little bit. Luckily, Granblue was able to cut it out. Aqua with a good cutout there. High Tide with a really good read, comes off the wall really early. And that's one of those things you'll see very often in these higher level players. Aqua with a really good play. Wave dashes it around both defenders. And when both of you are in the same corner, it's really awkward to defend against stuff like this. Leaves you open to so many more potential offensive shots. Tide going for a ceiling shot here. Gets a flip reset. Is unable to do it after due to just falling off the ball. JP trying to get some sort of redirect, but Tide and Aqua both able to read it. High Tide getting a really fast hit over Orange team. Giuseppe trying to pass it to Granblue. It's cut out very quickly. High Tide trying to pass it to Aqua. Let's see if Aqua can pass it back. Ooh. High Tide going for the flashy play. Tries to musty shot it on and go for the double tap, but is unable to. Barely misses the read there. Giuseppe almost getting the boost grab. Could be dangerous, but we just saw Giuseppe in the corner, so probably won't be. High ball and High Tide. Granblue coming out with a dribble. Gets a really good 50 with Aqua. If you can read this, could be dangerous. If Giuseppe's there, oh. Just barely not in the right position and really costed them there. High Tide and Aqua trying to get a pinch out. Unable to. Aqua with a good chip over Giuseppe. High Tide gonna challenge hard. Aqua making it really awkward for this Orange team. And they're really hammering it down here, putting on tons of pressure against this Orange team. Aqua, or Tide putting it out. Aqua almost connects. Granblue coming in. And it chips out really awkward, and Giuseppe most likely won't be able to read this. Aqua almost going for the double tap. Tide keeping it in. Will also boost steal him. And Aqua and High Tide really putting on a lot of pressure, taking all the boosts they can. Orange team has just kind of been left in shambles by this, just staying in their own third with low boost and really unable to get anything going. And Aqua almost putting in the double tap. Oof. It's almost really good from him. Oh. You have to think if he just wasn't holding down air roll and just kept it at a preset location, he probably could have put that in, but just barely doesn't get it in. Who's CPP playing against? This is actually an in-house tourney, so everybody here is from CPP. Granblue is currently on the B team for CPP, while High Tide and Aqua are both on the A team, with Aqua being the sub. So let's change the score line. And we'll go ahead and get into game 2 of our final best of 3. Oh, unfortunately the server died. Unfortunately, Psyonix is a small indie company, so stuff like this frequently happens. Need player cams. Players just joining. Giuseppe rocking out the Merc this game. Must be really confident this time. And I just realized they both switched teams, so I guess it doesn't matter. Let's go. Oh, no, they didn't. I'm actually stupid. Yeah, orange team coming into this 1-0. We'll be looking to come in a lot harder. Really bringing it to them this game. Aqua getting a good clear off of this. Granblue trying to keep it in their third, but you have to wonder if him backflipping is really providing them any pressure. Oh, Giuseppe with a boom. Almost puts it in. Have to think maybe switching to the Merc was the move for this situation. Granblue keeping it safe, but High Tide just sitting there. Oh, really good demo from Granblue. He knew High Tide was going to try and flick it over him there, so instead of going for the ball, he just went for the demo. Aqua doesn't quite get the flick. And really not perfect possession for them. High Tide taking his time on this, knowing that the dribble here will be really key to breaking down their defense. Ooh, Aqua almost able to get it over Granblue. Not quite able to get the flick, unfortunately. High Tide getting a really good 50. Could be dangerous if Aqua's there. Luckily, Granblue is in the right position to really stop that. Ooh, Aqua with the shot on net. Giuseppe blocks it, and Aqua gets the preceding dunk. Really good shot from Aqua here. Granblue unable to react in time. Aqua Giuseppe going in with a kickoff. Could be really dangerous if Tide reads this. He decides to play it a lot more patient. Probably opting to go for an air dribble or ceiling shot on this. Yep, and he will. Luckily, Granblue is able to get the read on that. Really clung to the backboard, so going up the backboard to save it was very smart by him. Tide will be looking to continue it. Unfortunately, Giuseppe hits it past his own teammate. Could be dangerous if Aqua reads this. Giuseppe with a clear. Tide 50ing it to keep it in their defensive third. Aqua looking to make it awkward for the attackers so that they can get out really easily. Really strong boom. Tide might be able to get a double. He doesn't. Likely didn't have enough boost for it and was unable to continue. Tide trying to go for the double. Looks like he didn't read it. Didn't have enough boost too. Granblue, even 50. Tide just going to go for an air dribble, and he didn't really need to do much to get it over Giuseppe there. As he just speeds it past the defense. Granblue with a good flick. Giuseppe might be able to finish this. It doesn't quite get to it. Awkward bounce off the corner. Orange team will be unable to actually do anything. And I think what you're kind of starting to see out of Orange team is this desperation, because they realize that they only have a minute and 20 seconds to score 2 goals against this high-ranked team. Really trying to go for more desperate plays that are lower percentage than what they would usually go for. Really good shot from Granblue. Aqua able to save it. Giuseppe, really good challenge. Can Granblue read this? Unfortunately, High Tide gets an amazing clear, reading the corner and getting it into safety. High Tide and Aqua freestyling, unable to actually get anything out of it, but it still looks nice nonetheless. And Granblue almost putting it past Tide. Both blue players up for this. And Tide did actually get the read. That was going to go crossbar in, but unfortunately Granblue is able to defend against it and come back out. Tide going to put this over Giuseppe. Might try and push this in the middle. Luckily, Granblue's there. And that'll likely be it for the last best of 3 we had for our in-game tourney. And that'll be 2-0 for the Kappa Pomona A-Team boys. And looking at the final standings, let me just put that out really fast. And our final standings will be Aqua and High Tide getting first place, going 3-0 in our 3-round Swiss tournament. Second place will be Granblue and Casayo, or Giuseppe, going winning 2 and losing 1 best of 3. And our third place will be Melatonin and Raidkos going 1-2 in the tourney. And unfortunately, after Mistech and Soft Angel lost the first one on stream, they had to go and take care of family business, so they ended up going 0-3, forfeiting the next 2 matches after it. So congratulations to Aqua and High Tide, as well as everybody else who came out and participated in the tourney. Felt like it was fun and had a chance to showcase Kappa Pomona Rocket League. So with that, I'll end the stream with Tide and Aqua getting first place. And have a nice night, everybody.